Just where does that hole go to, Brandon?
Chickadee China, the Chinese chicken.
I'll tell you what I want.
If I remember correctly, the very last thing we did was poop our butts. And we saw a new hole, if I'm correct on that.
We're playing this game in complete darkness because daylight saving sucks.
Spooky.
It's like 4:40 and it's completely dark.
But it's my winter.
Oh, you know it'd be nice?
You know it'd be awesome?
If I had anything but the baseball bat, but we're just gonna do
winter, but with the daylight of summer would be cool.
Yeah.
Alright, so here's the deal. This is pretty much one of the very last times I get to go to my apartment where it's a safe haven, so the entire part this time, we're going to be stocking items for later in the game. That's pretty much what we'll be doing. Oh, so we're gonna go find Eileen, and here's the point. Well, in like 10 minutes I'll tell you the whole point of the rest of the game. I don't want to give it away or anything like that, but there are two main things that you do that determine the ending. The one is exercising the hauntings in your room. I think you have to get like 80% of them, which as long as you know where the items is super easy. You walk up to the place that's messing up, you set down a holy candle, and it goes away. The problem is, where the crap are the holy candles? Hello, it's been too long. Who's Bandu? So the first part of the game that we've done so far is literally a cakewalk compared to the rest of this. This is where they just flip on the diarrhea switch. Something else. Angry video. Quotes. Something else. Angry video game nerd. Something about poop. Oh, this is me.
Seems like a good guy.
It's literally me. Where he's like, hey, how are you?
I guess run.
And he just leaves because he's like, poop my butt.
Now that guy will constantly be everywhere,
yes.
Right?
That is the unfortunate truth of the matter.
So it's pretty much like Resident Evil 2B, where, what's it called again?
Mr. X follows you.
Mr. X follows
I lost
you.
Eileen Galvin's hospital room key. She was a patient brought in with severe injuries. I wonder if I left it in one of the other hospital rooms. I really hope not. I wonder.
I really hope not, but it probably is true.
Probably.
Jeez, I hope this thing isn't true. That is totally true. Thank you, Mage Akira.
My wife.
There's no reason for Eileen to be a waifu. She just exists.
Yeah.
She's like, hello, I'm Eileen. I'm your next door neighbor. Waifu. When in reality, whose Bondo could get anyone he wanted. Even the nurse from Silent Hill 1. For all you.
Everyone can get her. Forever.
Question of the part, what do you guys think of this game so far? Ryan, I'm looking at you. You said you were going to comment, so freaking comment, why don't you?
Freaking comment.
Rate, subscribe, poop your butt.
Poop it all day.
Oh, I'm in the office.
You're in the office.
Thanks.
Yeah. A paper cutting knife.
Sure, whatever.
Wow. That looks more like a box cutter to me.
You're a box cutter.
It's a paper cutter too. It can cut anything.
I know, but...
Ferris just scared the crap out of me.
Ferris. Skrrr.
It begins.
Oh.
Yes.
You know what begins?
What
checking the map constantly begins.
Yes, this begins checking the map constantly. I apologize, guys, but... I mean, at this, from a little bit... From pretty much now on, it's going to be like...
Map.
Hey,
map.
I don't get free health back, and I need to do things. This sucks.
Oh.
Well, you might as well reset.
Reset.
The entire playthrough.
Nah, it's not an emergency room. So, like I said, the whole point of this is just to find items, like this one.
But you will notice that items are everywhere now.
Items are pretty much everywhere, which is nice. Whereas the first part of the game, if you guys notice, items are literally everywhere. So I don't want to go into that reception because there's a guy in there who's like, I'm gonna lunge at you in a mysterious way, and you're like, Mister, no. There's a hole that goes back to my room. I'm not gonna use that.
Dude, is
yet.
this the place with the famous room?
Yes.
Yes.
The famous room.
You don't even know, Brandon.
I don't.
You don't even know.
I don't. I don't.
So, Spencer, did you ever figure out Chapter 10 in Eternal Darkness?
No, I didn't figure it out yet. So here's the deal. That is Eileen's pocketbook, which she can.
The weirdest thing about this game is just how awkwardly everything is.
Like this.
I would really like to make that nutrition drink up.
Ampule. That's even
great.
better.
Wow, that's fantastic. Because at this point,
Totally worth it.
At this point, I can still go back to my place and get life back.
To let you know, Brandon, nutrition drinks give you like 1/3 life
This gives you
back,
full.
but ampules are full heals.
And this thing that's right here is Half-Life. Sweet.
Half-Life confirmed!
2 out of 10.
You mean 3 out of 10?
Confirmed. So we're gonna be going.
Are you gonna be angry when Half-Life 3 is SteamOS exclusive? It's gonna happen. Half-Life 2 started Steam. Why not Half-Life 3 start SteamOS? Which is already a thing. I know you're not keeping up with it, but it's like the dumbest
did
thing
you
in
see
the world.
those wheelchairs?
Should I press the button to call the elevator? Yeah. Okay. So here's the deal. Here's the deal with this long hall. This is a long hallway where there's rooms on each side. Here's the deal. Eileen's in one of the rooms. In another room, there's a hospital key. Everything else is completely random. So you could walk in this one, and Eileen could be there.
Oh, is it actually random?
It's literally random. So, like for instance, that one, I'll be like, "Hey guys, see ya." Those wheelchairs, if they get near you, they act as ghosts. So they kind of like.
Oh.
Pretty spooky.
And before it actually kills you. It'll probably drop this time.
I thought there was something. So yeah, I watched a playthrough earlier, and the first room was definitely not that. So it's random.
Oh. Oh.
This is my favorite room. This is the famous room.
I actually totally forgot about it till now. It's pretty too spook.
Oh.
And there's like
Is that Eileen's face?
you can't really like
You found Eileen.
do anything because if you press X, nothing happens. He's not like, well, isn't that just
Get wrecked.
seriously?
That was kind of
Sorry, dude.
weird.
Oh, those arms.
Yeah, the whole point of this chapter is let's stock up. Let's stock up on items.
Also,
so,
if you notice already, this game is kind of getting more messed up.
this is my favorite room. Hey, how about that?
What?
It's just there's like sticky stuff on the ground, and no matter how.
Oh, you can't walk.
Oh, you thought I was just
like,
falling?
yeah.
No, you literally can't walk. I guess just kind of figure like the long thing. What the hell is it? Some kind of umbilical cord?
Oh,
Henry,
Dude, I looked up speedruns to this game actually, and it's so optimized that if you don't get good RNG here, you have to reset.
Oh my god, are you serious?
Yeah.
Ah, yes, Garcian. How long has it been? It's a key. You want to see something really hardcore?
But can you unlock it? Oh.
You just unlock it with that key. So really, if that's how optimized this game is, I'm surprised. Okay, so Eileen's in that room. So I don't want to go to that room. I want to go to every other room first.
Yay.
There's a bunch of x-rays, and you're like, ooh. So, like, when I watched it earlier, Eileen was at the way end. Actually, this would be good RNG, technically. You know, do I really... I guess I'm going back to my room. Whatever, I can take bullets. It's not like I've shot anything this entire game. The one thing I'm really looking for here, and I'm probably going to possibly quit afterwards, is...
You missed the ring. Oh, no, never mind. Never mind.
Is the holy candle. There's a holy candle here, and I really want it. I want to know.
No, he did miss a room. That one that he didn't check that wasn't locked.
Oh, I did in this room?
Oh.
Yeah. So don't go wasting my precious time. That's Henry's song.
How did they
Freeze!
hit you? Is that like a glitch?
I'm not gonna really question anything that happens in this game anymore. It just kind of does what it feels.
Not the bees!
What terrible smell? What's behind the cloth? I don't know, Henry. Why don't you friggin'...
Whoa.
It looks like a human being. Hello. Goodbye.
Hey, baby. Leaves. What the heck? I can see legs coming out from the bottom of the cloth. Good hospital. I do like how the hospital in this one isn't so, like, crazy like in the other ones. It's very simple. It's like... What's this one? I can see someone on the other side of the wire net, but they're not moving. Is it a dead body? What do you think? There's a horrible smell. That's like the general, like, thing. It's like, oh jeez, there's something going on, guys. Where's this freaking link?
But Henry is like...
Here we go. Alright, so I think that's all I really need. So we're going to go back to my room really quick. Chill, relax. Chilling, maxing, relaxing.
Oh, is your room still good?
My room's still good until I get out of
And
So
the wheelchair's
right
like,
now, while I can get Half-Life back, well,
Dude, that 3 references.
oh, dude, that was 3 references. It is confirmed. Thank you, Base Gaming.
Gig.
This is the next one. I gotta keep checking my freaking map because this game gets stupid.
It's not even the fact that the hauntings happen in your room that makes it hard. I mean, it is annoying, but it's the fact that you get back and it's like, oh, my life doesn't come back. Great, you guys. Oh my. Oh. Ooh. Henry's like, yeah. My butt. That's what he says. So we'll be taking you through hopefully 3 more levels after this hospital one today. And then there'll only be 2.5-ish left for you folks. I got Richard's revolver, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it takes the same bullet, so get out of here.
Get out of here, you dumb kids.
Yeah, freaking kids, I'm gonna eat your freaking souls.
Too spooky.
Too spook.
Wait.
Would you
didn't get all
You
your
get
health
full
back.
health back.
Oh, I didn't?
No.
Oh. Oops. Sorry, guys. The speed run is not optimized anymore.
Well, I mean, if it was a speed run, you wouldn't get
You want to
hurt.
run back?
Yeah,
Yeah.
ever. Let me see how.
Also, you don't pick up anything.
Let me see how my health is.
Because
Oh man.
any percent is probably just bad ending.
Yeah, it's probably true. Yeah, I mean, it's probably like, what is the minimum I can do to get through this game? Who cares about endings?
That is exactly what
True video game players try to get 100% MLG stats.
it is. Yo.
Who else prestige 10 times in a Call of Duty goes?
20
I
times,
did.
actually. You can pay for it 20
Nice,
times, I
nice.
think.
Oh yeah, that's right. If you buy the 7th map pack, you get to freaking prestige 20 times. And get more YOLO swag with your friends.
I didn't get.
Yep, it happens. Yeah. Hey, baby.
She's not dead.
Or is she?
Eileen, relax.
She's normal now.
Yep, completely.
Nice tattoo.
Oh, that's hot.
That music.
Henry? From next door. What are you doing here?
Hey,
I don't know where to start.
I've loved you from
There
afar.
was this strange hole in my room. I saw people getting killed.
Those
All these weird other worlds. And I saw you get attacked too.
What are you talking about? I'm supposed to believe that?
But it's true. And there was a kid with you.
Oh, okay, I believe you.
Kid?
I remember now. I was getting ready to go to my friend's party. The boy protected me from the man with the coat. I'm sorry I didn't believe you.
But who's the man with the coat?
I don't know.
I guess there's something wrong with me. I just feel so scared. This place.
I'm so
What is it anyway?
It's a very nice hospital.
I don't know either. But I do know that if you get killed here, then you die in the real world too.
If you die in the game, you
Anyway.
die for real.
The only way out of here is through that hole.
True immersion.
Okay.
One day.
Okay. Take
Alright
me
guys, we're
with
starting
you.
this COD game, remember. If you die one time, you die for real. Okay.
Okay.
So, alright.
It'll kill all the dude bros.
Here's the deal with the rest of this
What's
game.
the deal with the rest
The
of
rest of this game is an escort mission.
Is it really?
It is literally
Is
an
it?
escort mission. No, I'm not joking. It is, and so I'm gonna explain this really quick before I go on. That like I said, the two things are, for getting the good ending is your room and make sure Eileen doesn't get hurt a lot. So it does affect the ending.
Now, Eileen does have infinite health.
She can't die, but if she gets hurt a lot, then you're gonna get a worse ending. You know, it's really nice.
No more wheels. Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Inventory. Good start.
Oh. Please. This is gonna be the entire game. Yes. You gotta make sure she's close enough because if she's too far away, guess what happens?
She doesn't go
She
through.
stays there. So you really I mean, they're pretty lenient. You really have to let her get hurt
Oh.
for stuff to happen. Like you really do. But that being said,
But that being said,
so what I'm supposed to do? I'm supposed to go back to my room, and you'll see what happens there.
is it gonna get
Now
scary?
here's where this game gets really hard in figuring it out for the first time because there's a lot of times where you have to go back to your room to get an item that you could that you couldn't get before to use back in the worlds. So like you could run around the hallway and be like, "What the crap do I do?" And you're like, "Oh, I'll go back to my room and heal or whatever," and he'll be like, "Oh, fantastic."
So no more healing.
I think this is the start of No More Healing right here. I think so.
And the scurry monsters.
Something happens.
Yeah, I mean, look at your room now.
I think this is it. And you hear something happen, so that's how you know. If only you could bring her back to your room and be your waifu forever. I don't have any food or anything, but be my waifu.
Ah!
I know.
A lot of cutscene of slowly moving around.
Oh.
Yeah.
There was a noise.
Yeah. So, I no longer get healing. I thought this was the point. So, now hauntings can randomly appear, and hopefully there is one, and hopefully I can get away with it. Away from it. The air in the room feels heavy.
But where?
Okay, nothing so far. Maybe next time. Yeah, so like this is one of those times where you have to come back. You've seen the world as well, that horrible nightmare. But if you get sucked into it, it's not just a nightmare. Don't get lost in there. If you get pulled in, you'll be killed. But there's still hope. Maybe this small key will guide you. If you've seen the door with the placard set in it, look on the other side of the door, then keep going down to the deepest part of him, and look for the ultimate truth. July 20th, Joseph. I got the small key. So what I'm going to do, so I don't have to come... Oh.
And before scary.
It's just some scraps.
Walter Sullivan did kill himself. He died in the prison cell of blood loss after he stabbed himself in the neck with his spoon. Good death.
That's pretty hard.
His body was buried in a cemetery just outside his hometown of Silent Hill in an unmarked grave. After that, his name became famous all over the world, and it looked like his string of mass murders was finished at 10 out of 21. But 3 years later, they found a corpse that had 12 out of 21 carved into it. The corpse was from 6 months earlier. In other words, the person was killed 2.5 years after Sullivan committed suicide. The MO was exactly the same as Sullivan's, except for one thing. All 10 of Sullivan's victims were found with their hearts cut out and their chest wounds sewn together expertly with thread. On the other hand, the 12/21 victims still had their heart. Naturally, the police think it's a copycat and are proceeding on this basis. But they haven't made any progress and recently discovered victim number 13. This corpse also had their heart intact. The police still haven't even identified a suspect. I've got a working hypothesis. Very few people know the details of the original crimes and would be able to copy Sullivan's MO so precisely. First, I'll head to Silent Hill. Good start. To the graveyard near that beautiful little lake. Maybe I'll find the answer there. June 11th.
Beautiful.
It is quite a beautiful little lake.
How long has it been since I left this room? I can't tell if it's been days or hours. But during that time, they found the body of 14/21. I've been having hallucinations lately. I think I'm losing my mind. No date written. Good.
I think there's one more.
Oh, I didn't see that. The weather that day was very strange. Even though I avoided the earlier storm, there was still a thick fog clinging to everything. Fortunately, that allowed me to avoid being seen and get right to work. The police are still stubbornly acting as if it's just a copycat case, so I figured things probably hadn't been touched here, but I was wrong. I should have come sooner. The cemetery was in such bad condition that it was almost sad. The storm must have raised the sea level. Oh God. Anyway, that's how it was when I found Walter Sullivan's grave. The diary is pretty damaged around this point and I can't read anymore. I'm still in shock. There was no body in the grave. And on top of that, written on the coffin were the numbers 11/21.
Because
they skipped from 10 to 12.
Then who was 11?
he was 11.
Anyway, I'm going to be doing myself a favor and grabbing the... Remember these Lynch Street line coins?
No.
I'll be grabbing those for future reference. So it looks like no haunting yet, but that's okay.
That is perfectly acceptable.
I'll save. Sometimes they start right away, so I will save my thing. There's one haunting that can happen in your room, and the rest are out in the main room. I don't think any happen in the bathroom or the laundry room.
Ooh.
But the one that happens in your room, you'll know right away because you wake up and you're like, okay.
Uh-huh.
So we're going to try to finish up Hospital World if I remember what to do.